certainly been winning some games, but he has been losing as well. He's definitely not untouchable at the moment. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Terminus SE. I bring you the one and only IdrA. He is in the blue trunks, in fact, and he is playing Zerg versus his opponent, Meteor Maker's SaSe. I'm told it's SaSe, as opposed to SaSe, or SaSe, which would be a little bit weird. It sounds like a really angry puppy, I suppose. The same way I'm sassy. I don't think so. We can avoid that. Or saucy, as I like to call him. But he doesn't know that. And that's probably for the best. So IdrA has been doing fairly well, but not as well as no doubt IdrA would hope, or indeed anyone else who's a fan of IdrA. So losing out to players that really are, let's be honest, below his tier, but still, you can never underestimate people when it comes to StarCraft 2. People can improve very rapidly. And to be fair, when we saw him against Mers was playing ridiculous mind games with his transitions. Very, very effective. SaSe having a look around and seeing what he can see. IdrA will, I would think, try to go into a extractor first or a spawning pool, simply because SaSe will be able to block off that expansion really easily right here. Gateway coming down right now for SaSe on 13 supply. Nothing out of the ordinary there whatsoever. IdrA with a spawning pool at the back, and will no doubt also go straight into the gas unless it's decided he happens to be Spanishua. This is a possibility. We have a look and we'll see that NYM SaSe is with a single assimilator. No really, really early stuff. No nonsense. There's the extractor coming up right here for IdrA, and once again SaSe continues with the scouting. Doesn't have to worry about being driven out of that base just yet. No expansion for IdrA either. Now we'll see what we can see from IdrA right here. All sorts of things could happen in the early game, really. This doesn't indicate a huge amount. An early roach attack might work out, certainly. Cybernetic score coming down right here, so Zerglings are going to have problems getting through this. I mean, it looks to me like there's actually 2 gaps here, but perhaps that's simply a trick of the screen. I have to say that doesn't look as close to the edge as I would have expected. But whatever the case, it's going to be hard to slip a lot of Zerglings past, and that really is the main thing. Second assimilator coming up for SaSe as well. IdrA, on the other hand, happy with 1 base for the moment, although his mineral count is growing rather high. So I have to expect he's going to do something with that. He's indeed prepared to do something with that, and the expansion will surely follow. There it is. SaSe keeping an eye on things and still sticking on 1 base with no sign of expansion just yet. Cybernetic score with a quick chrono boost. It's a lot of chrono boost saved up for that, actually. I have to wonder if he's going to continue with that. SaSe hanging around here, I would think this is going to be positioned for a proxy pylon, honestly. The thing is, he's going to need more than 1 gateway to make that work. IdrA trying to run that line, seeing if... Is there a hole there? Well, apparently not. IdrA is able to slip past. That is very nice. He drew that Zealot very slightly out of position and then charged his way through and is able to get excellent scouting information now. He knows exactly what SaSe is doing. The question is, what is SaSe doing? Surely looking for an expansion here. He doesn't have the gateways to do any real damage. There we go. Down it goes. There's a possibility of him placing a proxy pylon here at some point, but that's certainly not happening right now. IdrA almost complete right now on the hatchery. Spawning pool down, and the speeding upgrade well on the way for IdrA. And just waiting to see what exactly he decides to do. He's not really playing all that aggressively. He does need to catch up in terms of his drone count. This is only just completed, though, so it's going to give him plenty of opportunity to do just that. Another expansion there. SaSe can check this timing if he decides to go over there, and that would be very wise. I mean, to be honest, he doesn't even see the hatchery here, but he's got to assume that it exists. SaSe perhaps wasting an opportunity there, unless he's really, really reliant on that whole proxy pylon thing. Twilight Council coming down right here for SaSe as well, and that looks very, very nice indeed. Could be going through to some early Dark Templar play. It would work, certainly. 2 more gateways going down there. Bear in mind, he built the Twilight Council before those 2 gates, and that's exactly what he's doing. There is the Dark Templar Shrine coming down right now for SaSe. It's nicely walled off as well, and I don't believe he's really revealed too much information to IdrA in the process. I'm still very surprised he hasn't used this probe to actually check the timing of that hatchery, but we'll find out what's going on very soon indeed. So no information about the Twilight Council, no information about the Dark Templar, Roach Warren coming up, and no sign of Blair. All of these add up to not a great situation for IdrA, but it's easily remedied, assuming that he gets an idea of what's happening. That Dark Templar Shrine is now halfway to completion. IdrA will try and sacrifice, and he may be able to get there. In fact, if SaSe doesn't do something about that immediately, he will get that scouting information. Will he get it quick enough? That's debatable. I mean, that's a sacrificial overlord. He's not happy about not knowing what's going on here. He's going to find out in the next few seconds, however, and no interception there by SaSe. That's a bit of a mistake. He's now shown IdrA the Dark Templar Shrine. Let's see what IdrA decides to do in response to this. He's got two choices. He can either go to Lair, he can build an evolution chamber and get some spore crawlers, or he can do both. The Lair upgrade is immediately on its way. That DT Shrine, though, was very close to completion. Is there a proxy pylon? There, of course, is. And there are the Dark Templar. That expansion is basically compromised. GG, ladies and gentlemen. IdrA not evidently all that happy with the Dark Templar play. Oh well.